So there is this parent of mine that is trying to connect. And I just wanted to say I have no feelings about it. And I know, so I talk about it, right? I had promised transparency. And, this is kind of like a documentation of everything that is coming at me. So I hope that these documents might help whoever is going through something similar. I don't have a need, I don't have a desire to connect with this parent. And it's not that I am trying to be Miss Tough and unbothered and nonchalant. No. There was a time in my life that I would have probably preferred, of course, if I was a kid and I had prying mind. I wanted to understand why my siblings had both parents and I only had one. I wanted to understand what I could have done that was so bad that you knew of my existence and you just doubled down on not even giving a fuck. And it was a reality that I had to deal with. And it's a reality that it consumed me mentally and emotionally at one point because, when you're a child, you process things as a child. But then there comes a time when you have to put childish things away. And I'm not saying that it's childish of you to connect with your parent if in later days or later years they're trying to have a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that for myself. There was a time that I was curious. There was a time when it would have been important for me. But I've learned how to live without it. And because I've learned to deal with life without it, especially through very tender moments, I don't have a desire for it. And it's not to belittle that parent, and it's not to, come off insensitive. You see, some time ago, they had also tried to reach out, and I was like, okay, let me listen to the conversation. But it wasn't fruitful. It wasn't anything that added to me. In fact, that person doubled down on their stance. And I was just like, okay, well, you are free to, you're free to see things how you do, and you're free to have your boundaries, and you're free to stick to everything that keeps you as you. But I don't care for it. I don't need it. I listened, okay? I heard you out. It's not that it was lacking, it's just that I can do without. I've learned how to do without, and I just want to do without. There's this thing that I don't understand. You see, there are parents who wants nothing to do with you, and they make it abundantly clear. But for some reason, when they're getting a little bit older, I guess, they say when you get older, you get wiser and you understand the errors of your ways. So I will never hold it against someone trying to correct the errors of their ways. But too often, the story is the same, repeatedly. I'm old now, so let me give you myself, and you should be honored, and you should be flattered that I now want to share myself with you. How dare you not accept it? Are you an imbecile? And I'm not saying that that's what the person said to me, but that's what their behavior is like. It's so pronounced, it's so out there. Like, even in my old days, I'm still better than anything that you'll ever equate to. So me being a part of your life will only elevate it. That's the attitude that y'all come with. That's the attitude that y'all project. As if we should be spreading rose petals at your feet when you walk, if you can walk. We should just be in awe that you finally chose us. As a kid, I was upset at one point. I was upset with myself because I was like, why did I need to be born? Why did I need to come here so I can experience this? This is selfish behavior. This is despicable. This is utterly rubbish. I was angry because I felt myself to be a mistake. the worst thing that could have ever happened to you in your life, and then for you to just dispose of me like I was trash. Yeah, I hated that actually. I was furious, I was livid. I cared for myself, but I didn't care for myself in a way, because I was like, what use am I? What use am I to know that I was just discarded like that, like I was filth? But one day, after I went on the path of self-elevation and opening my mind to the things and to life itself, I realized that I needed to be here. Whatever was going on, or whatever my purpose needed to be, I needed to be here by any means necessary. And sadly, because my need here was so dire, I had to experience it by any means necessary. And by any means necessary means that I was paired with two people who shared whatever they shared, however they shared it, regardless of what the end result would have been. I needed to be here. So with all that, I guess I'm trying to say that the need of me being here was greater than the process of how I got here. And once I came to that realization, I banished you. I understood that you were just a means to an end, and you weren't necessary anymore. You completed your part. So does it suck to know that you did not get the luxury of having a two-parent household or having two parents? Yeah, it was a painful kind of thing, but that was when I was a kid. And just in case I don't say it enough in my videos, once I remove you a certain kind of way, once I remove that importance that you think you're supposed to have in my life and the emphasis on my life, you cease to exist. So you did your part, and I'm doing mine because my part was necessary. And based on the necessity, I'm here completing whatever it is that I'm assigned to do. So I have no desire to know you, and I'm very good at detaching. And I detached from that thought a very long time ago. The thing about me is, you see, if I'm going to cry, I'm going to make sure that it is the first and the last time that I cry about it. I don't cry very often because my tears are very important, and I don't just give them to anyone. You have to earn that. And I decide the trajectory of my life, and based on where my life is going, there's just not a slot for you. And there's no hard feelings. It's just that your part was played, and you lived your life, and you enjoyed it, and you did what you had to do. So please allow me to live my life, make my mistakes if I need to, and do what I have to do. Me being here didn't stop you from exploring and doing all that you wanted to do. You knew that I was here. Me, on the other hand, I had to deal with that. So I reject your rejection, and I'm going to live how I deem fit. Now, if later on in life, as I heal, my mindset changes, I'll let you know. But for now, I really don't care. And I'm not trying to be cold or theatric or act as if it hurts or it doesn't hurt. I have no feelings about it. I feel no ways about it. I don't think I'm the person you need to apologize to. I don't think I'm the person that you need to reach out to. I think you owe that apology, and you owe all your explanations of whatever sorts to the person who, I guess, believed or thought more of you. I think nothing of you. I don't know you. I didn't know you. So you don't owe me anything. You owe the apology, or all the apologies, to the person who deemed you worthy enough to procreate with you. So, yeah. I want to say, for those of us who probably has one parent who decided that we weren't important enough for them to embrace us or accept us or whatever, or for those of us who have no parents at all because they both ain't shit, I need you to understand that you needed to be here, and you are here. I know it hurts. I know it hurts sometimes based on when I last felt something about it. I understand that there is pain, but listen to me. I refuse. I refuse to let someone's action determine what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Also, I don't want to knock anyone who decided that based on the household or based on the life that was given to them, they needed to drink or do drugs or smoke. We all deal with pains and hurt and betrayal in different ways. So if that's the best way you could cope with it, go for it. But I chose sobriety. And I chose it because I cannot give them the satisfaction of first bringing me into a place that I had no say-so over. And then having the audacity to be the reason that I am inebriated, being the reason that I don't want to believe in myself, being the reason that I don't care for tomorrow. No, I'm not giving you that. If I choose to drink and smoke or do drugs, it will merely be because I want to, and not because I'm trying to numb the pain of your rejection. No. So again, this is not to disrespect you or make you feel less than. Sometimes we fall into substance abuse based on the life that was handed to us or the life that we didn't get to choose. You have the power. You are always in control of what you wanted your life to be. You do not give the pen to someone else and let them write the script of your life. You do not allow them to be the narrator of what happens next for you. That's a cop-out. And I understand if you've just given up and you can't be bothered. So whatever you choose to do, I understand that. But I'm a little bit too hard-headed to allow some people to determine what happens next. So I'm going to live and I'm going to mess up and I'm going to write the chapters of my life the best way I deem fit and make mistakes along the way, and I will fail sometimes and I will get up. But they will all be because of me and not because of what they couldn't be for me. Okay? So we'll talk about sobriety soon. It's a topic that I've been wanting to talk about. But if it is ever because a parent does not deem you good enough, fuck them. And yes, it's shitty that the way that you got here and the things that you endured while being here was never your call. But you have a purpose here and you won't find it in substance. So selfishly, I'd like to ask you to take a shot on yourself. It's not too late. And we can do it together as a team. And I promise you, we are going to fuck up sometimes. But we're also going to do an amazing fucking job when we get to the meat of the matter. Okay? So I'd like to end this here. And we will talk deeply some more. But I just wanted to remind you that you're absolutely fucking amazing. It's full time you remember that. Okay? Have a great rest of your day or night.